Okay, so again we're taking a look at the nitrate test kit from NYOS. I've been using the API for nitrate. I've tried the Red Sea test kit for nitrate as well. I don't know. The Red Sea Pro stuff, I don't really care for it. So I'm not even going to show you. I was hoping that these vials would be plastic like in the carbonate hardness test kit from NYOS, but they are glass. One of them has a cap, one of them it does not. The cap is plastic. There's this nice color reference chart for your results. We'll see how that works in a second. Nice piece of foam, plastic syringe, 5 milliliters. Nice little baggie with reagents, and one of the reagents has a little Cabbage Patch size ice cream spoon. Here's the instruction manual. These pictures are a quick reference for after you've already read all the detailed instructions. This is how you perform the test. My language, feel free to pause the video if you want to read these detailed instructions or you have this test kit and you lost yours. It says it's good for approximately 40 tests. Okay, so we got our 2 vials here, 5 milliliters each. I like this syringe. It's I don't know how it's going to hold up after 50 tests, or 40 tests, but it's I think it'll be fine. I might even use it beyond that and use it with some other test kits. 5 drops. These little locking rings that are like on there to make sure that it's brand new and sealed, I just get rid of them because they always interfere with the test. I don't leave them on the bottle. Add 1 measuring spoon of NO3-2 to this jar. Here's the second reagent it wants us to use. Getting this level, which is what I assume you're supposed to do. I think this was the most difficult reagent to level off. Like I said, not a huge deal, but it wasn't mindless to get that done. It seemed to fall out of the scooper with just a nice little tap there. One thing I don't like, I'm just going to say it straight up, is the cap for this reagent, this powder, is the same cap that they want you to use for your actual test. So the only way I was able to notice which cap was which when they were laying on the table is the one with the reagent had some powder in there. So if you're going to have to be really careful that when these caps are on the table that you put the right one. You don't want water in your reagent, and if you use the other cap, if it had the reagent in the cap, because this was your storage cap, and you put that on your test, it's going to affect your test. So one improvement I would suggest to NYOS is use a different color cap. I know you probably did this for manufacturing cost reasons, but that would be a source of concern for me to worry about when I was doing these tests. I came back after 5 minutes and I picked up the reagent and almost took the cap off to put on the color chart. Really bad idea, I think. This is the second time doing the first test that I've confused my test vial with one of the reagents. I would strongly suggest that you guys do something about that. Okay, so that sleeve, I forgot, is actually to help you do your color test. And I have almost undetectable nitrates that are not going to show up on this tank. I'm going to check another tank, the water in one of my other tanks, and see if the nitrates are higher, like in my frag tank or something else, and see if I can get a little bit better test for it. Well, at first I was thinking there was something wrong with the NYOS test kit because I've tried 2 different tanks here, and I was expecting, because I've actually been overfeeding my frag tank on purpose because I wanted to try and get a little higher nitrates, and the test kit is still reading 0. So I grabbed my API test kit, which I'm very familiar with, and as you can see, even on my frag tank that I've been overfeeding, I'm showing up with 0. So I'm trusting that the kit works because it's matching my API test kit, which is also reading 0. But as far as the equipment, I can't speak to that. Honestly, I'm still happy with my API test kit because I don't think it has anything to do with me just being more familiar with it. It's because there's one test vial, both reagents go into it, and the result is here, and you hold it up against this color chart and you're done. I've never seen the reagent after. It says you're supposed to wait 5 minutes after putting the second reagent in here. You know, it's 10 drops for the first reagent, 10 drops for the second reagent. There's no powders to scoop. You don't have to worry about how level it is. If it's a heaping scoop, it's a level scoop, which I found frustrating with the NYOS. So with the API one, it's 10 drops for reagent 1, 10 drops for reagent 2, and I've never seen the actual test get lighter. It only gets darker. So you could wait the full 5 minutes, but more than likely within the first 20 to 30 seconds, if you have high nitrates, it's going to show over 20 right away, and what do you really care if it's over 20 after that? You know you got a problem, right? So you could wait the full 5 minutes and see if you're all the way up to 60, 100, whatever. But I know this was supposed to be a review about the NYOS, and I guess one positive thing I have to say is this is really pretty, and I've never seen this done, and there's a lot more notches on the scale, if you will, of where you're at in your tank measurements. So that is handy, and I do like this quick reference. You probably wouldn't even need to read the instructions if you just use this quick reference. I am not going to give up on this test kit, but I probably am not going to buy one again. I hope this review was helpful for you. If this is your first time checking out my channel, please hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, thumbs down, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what else you want to see me review. And thanks for watching. Well, that'll be on the cutting floor.